You are not lazy. You just have big dreams and inconsistent action. You can see the life you want so clearly. You imagine yourself successful, disciplined, respected. You picture people asking how you did it. You feel the future so vividly that it almost feels real. But when it is time to work, you freeze. You scroll. You wait. You tell yourself tomorrow will be different. And tomorrow comes. And you do the same thing again. This is not because you are stupid. It is not because you lack talent. It is not because you are broken. It is psychology. Your brain rewards imagination. When you picture yourself winning, you get dopamine. When you plan your future business, dopamine. When you talk about your goals, dopamine. When you say this year is my year, dopamine. You are getting the emotional reward without taking the risk. So your brain learns something dangerous. Thinking feels productive. Dreaming feels satisfying. And action feels uncomfortable. Over time, you become addicted to potential. You start confusing consuming with creating. You watch videos about success. You plan your transformation. You build the perfect routine in your head. You redesign your entire life at midnight. But when morning comes, resistance shows up. Now let me say something uncomfortable. You are afraid. Not of hard work. You are afraid of discovering your limits. As long as you do not try, you can still believe you are capable of greatness. But the moment you try, reality answers back. Maybe it works. Maybe it does not. Maybe you are not as good as you imagined. That uncertainty feels threatening. So you wait. You call it preparation. You call it learning. You call it waiting for the right moment. But most of the time, it is fear disguised as intelligence. Perfectionism protects your ego. If you never start, you never fail. Inside you, there is a constant conflict. One part of you wants growth. The other wants comfort. One part wants discipline. The other wants relief. Comfort wins because it is immediate. Ambition is delayed. Your brain evolved to avoid pain and seek pleasure. Effort feels like pain. Scrolling feels like relief. So you escape discomfort instantly. And the more you escape it, the weaker your tolerance becomes. Now add modern life to this equation. Endless content. Short videos. Notifications. Constant stimulation. Your brain is being trained to expect speed and intensity. Real progress feels slow in comparison. Building something meaningful feels boring at first. So your brain says this is not rewarding. And you go back to what is. Then at night, you feel guilty. You feel behind. You feel disappointed in yourself. You promise that tomorrow will finally be the day. But guilt drains energy. And drained energy looks like laziness. But it is not laziness. If you were truly lazy, you would not care. You would not feel this internal pressure. You would not feel frustrated when you waste time. The tension you feel between who you are and who you could be is ambition. You are not lazy. You are ambitious without structure. Ambition without systems feels like failure. So how do you break it? Stop trying to transform your entire life overnight. That is your perfectionism speaking again. Start with 5 minutes, not 5 hours. 5 minutes of focused effort. Your brain will not panic over 5 minutes. It will not create massive resistance. And once you begin, something shifts. Momentum builds. Confidence builds. Identity begins to shift. Action creates motivation. Not the other way around. You also need to redesign your environment. Put your phone in another room. Turn off notifications. Clear your workspace. Decide in advance what you will work on. This is not a willpower problem. It is a design problem. Make focus easier than distraction. Lower the barrier to starting. And most importantly, forgive yourself faster. Progress is not linear. You will miss days. You will fall back into old habits. The goal is not perfection. The goal is returning quickly. Every time you come back to the work, you are strengthening a new identity. 1 year from now, you will either still be fantasizing about your potential, or you will be someone who decided to act despite discomfort. That future version of you is not a different person. It is you with repeated small actions. You do not need more motivation. You need fewer escapes. You do not need to feel ready. You need to begin. You are not lazy. You are capable. But nobody is coming to build your life for you. At some point, You stop imagining the life you want, and you begin constructing it. Start small. Start imperfect. Start uncomfortable. Start today.